Welcome. Today's Tuesday, the 9th of May, believe it or not. And today, a few things have fallen into place for me over the last couple of days. So I want to revisit the freedom versus free will conversation because it's the context for what I'm about to share about how that changed the way that we entered the realm in the first place, the role of our heart center, our core in all of this. Christmas in July came up again. Um, the next step or phase in this addressing parasites issue. How I've certainly for me, I've noticed a lot of the body changes and body sensitivity and why I think that's happening. And I've got a message that it actually came through last year, but because of this free will conversation has become relevant now. And I actually want to play that for you and share it with you. So, going back to 2018, of course, because everything does these days, Home started to talk about what was different about this construct, why it was different, excuse me, and where the virus came from, so to speak. And what they said was that it was free will is what actually created what they called the cancer of the universe. That free will gives birth to fear and hate. Free will is misunderstood because we've considered free will and freedom the same thing, and they're not. That all other constructs and the rest of creation is based on this template of freedom. This one was an experiment in free will. Freedom is to do and be within love, and free will is to do and be within fear. And that this whole concept of free will needs to go so that this can never happen again. And as I've talked about many times, I keep seeing, just like in the Matrix movie / documentary, that when we originally project ourselves into this construct and to attach ourselves, so to speak, to these avatars, we do it via the vagus nerve and the nervous system. But what I was shown recently was the way that we would normally enter a construct, the way that we would normally project ourselves and connect with the biological avatar that we're using is through the back of the heart. And everything about the avatar and how we operate it, how we express through it, how we receive information from it would go through the heart. But when we entered this one, we did it through the back of the head, through the vagus nerve. And this is why we've been taught, like Athena talks about it too, I've talked about it, this reconnection between the heart and the mind is happening now. And it made sense as to why I was getting that message about all of our senses, the 5 senses, are going to be reconnected with the heart. And we see with our eyes, we hear with our eyes, we taste with, we do all of that through our heart, not through the mind. They don't go straight to the mind, they go to the heart. The heart center core was incorruptible and is incorruptible, but the mind susceptible to the virus. So that's kind of what allowed for this whole thing to kick off in the first place. Why is all of this happening now? is because of this new space that we're in, which I keep going back to the fact that we may well be in Lilu's realm, right? And these flashes that I keep seeing, these things that we're being told by all kinds of different people that are coming down the pipe for us are the removal of the veils so that we can actually see where we are. Because this heart-mind connection is reestablishing, we will see, we're not going to see through here, we're going to see through here. So we're actually going to see the truth of where we are. I mean, there's so much in this. I hope I don't forget it all. I've just given myself prompts. Okay, so firstly, I need to ask, is this all making sense yet? Like what I've said so far? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, It's about the only thing that does make sense. Okay, got it. All right. Good. Back in 18, of course, as well, was Lily mentioning the date of July 31st. And every year, no, I take that back. That year, but then last year, that I think for the first time that date really felt like it had some energy around it. But now that we're live, so to speak, in the game, no more trial runs, and in conjunction with what other people are seeing, this potential July 31st seems like it's got some energy in it. It could be the removal of one of these veils. It could be one of the flash dates. It could be something like that. But yesterday, Monday morning, yesterday, I was up at 2:30 because I was being interviewed at 3. And so I was on that from 3 till 5. And then at about 6:30, even though I had 2 coffees under my belt, I was tired. So I laid back down and I was not asleep. This was one of those sweet spot lucid moments. And I'm suddenly in a living room that is not mine. And all the Christmas decorations are up. And it had that Northern Hemisphere Christmas, because obviously Christmas for me, it's seafood and the beach, right? So this was a white Christmas. And I thought, where am I? Am I in the Northern Hemisphere? And then I got, no, Christmas in July. And I went, oof, ooh. So, of course, July 31st comes in. What am I hearing? Oh, the neighbours are going off and my microphone's picking. 3 a.m. club, yeah. You have all your white Christmas tree stuff up. Yeah, these are noise cancelling, so I can't hear anything that's going on outside, but my microphone's picking it up. So bottom line is we've been operating in here differently from the get-go. And that is all changing right now. And we have been going through this process, I think many of us have, of identifying parasitical behaviour in our relationships, in the way that even in the way that society at large and the construct at large relates to us and we relate to it. And that is. Hi, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you're interested in the full 1.5 hour conversation, link is in the description. And if not, I'll see you next time. Bye for now.